Welcome to another online or another draft. Uh, Clearly, already in prime form right now as I mess up even just putting myself on the screen, which apparently is a problem for me tonight. So, yeah, tonight is another online championship or another draft. I'm doing the RotoWire Online Championship. It is the Beat Justin Mason League. And we are going to be drafting that. So I am in the 11th spot. I should put that in the banner. Let's see. I need to change that and save. And there we go. So I'm Team 11 tonight, drafting in this OC. Getting started here in about 13 minutes or so. So it should be a lot of fun. This is going to be, I think, a difficult draft just because there's a fair amount of people in this league. I assume the majority of the people in this league know me and know who I like. So I'm potentially going to get sniped quite a bit, which always leads to fun banter and swearing. So, yeah, so I'm Team 11. This is a 5x5 Roto League. It is a 12-teamer, which is not my forte necessarily, which should lead to even more just aggravation as I look to try to figure out who to put on my team when I'm used to 15 teamers, right? So 12 teamers seem easier because there's more talent, but it's actually more difficult to manage in the season than it is to draft, right? So I always feel great coming out of a 12-team draft because I'm used to 15 teamers. Don't always feel great in season when I try to figure out who I should drop and who I should keep rostering. We got Matt R. Thanks for the woo news. Ouch. Yeah. So that's a bummer. You know, you never want to see anybody get hurt, but he was a guy that I was avoiding. And I've talked about all off season that I was not as high on him from a straight skills perspective, but also from a health perspective. He had elbow issues last year, and you know, sometimes those go away, but more often than not, they become an issue again, and then guys get hurt and have to get Tommy John. So I was kind of avoiding him at cost. And then let's see, we got there we go. I've not done any OCs. I do the OC qualifiers. The OC qualifiers are actually a really, really good way of kind of learning how to play on NFBC. So if you're newer to NFBC, I really like the qualifiers. You know, only one person wins, but they're only like $50. So, you know, it's a good like forte into the fab process of NFBC because while I think NFBC has the best fab process and fab system, it takes a little getting used to. So I wish I had started with an OC as opposed to starting with a main event. I would have saved myself a lot of money. So, or an OC qualifier. So, yeah, the qualifiers are great. I'm not doing any qualifiers this year just because I'm already doing so many leagues. But typically, I've done main event qualifiers and OC qualifiers in the past. And I do like the formats. So, especially because there are some of the few fab leagues you can actually do in a slow draft, which I really like. You know, you can't really do a main event slow draft, or I don't think they do online championship slow drafts. So I kind of like the fact that you can do a fab league with the slow draft format. So yeah, so right now we're just kind of waiting. Got about 10 minutes before things start. This is a really good time to ask questions. Really good time to kind of communicate with me because, as usual, if this is your first time here in one of my live streams, I have I have a hard time kind of going back and forth between the chat and my sheet, so I don't do it quite as often as people probably would like. Does it feel like Groundhog Day yet? Not quite yet, man. It's been a lot of drafts, right? I mean, I think this is the most amount of live stream drafts that I've ever done in one season, right? So I think I did 3 auction champion or online auction championships. I've done a main event. I've not done an OC, and I have done my $1,500 auction championships. 6 so far. Got one more Wednesday night. One more auction championship draft. So yeah, it's been a lot of live streams. I started doing these live streams back during COVID times because we couldn't do the live events anymore. And I really like them, and I hope you guys like them too. It seems like everybody does. So um, I'm going to continue to do them as long as people are interested in watching them. Because one, it gives me something to do while I'm drafting. And two, because you guys enjoy them. So I appreciate you all coming out and watching. So got about 8 minutes or so. I'm all ready to go and kind of set up. And I probably started the live stream a little bit early, considering we still have like 8 minutes to go. But yeah, if you guys have questions or want to chat about anything in particular before we get going, just hit me up. I've got the 11th spot tonight, which is interesting. You know, I think amazing how I can draft draft and do the live stream. It definitely, the first few times I did it, it definitely was difficult. It also, in some ways, is a little bit nice because there are times where people will say, like, you know, certain players in you know, oh, like, what about this player? What about that player? And he kind of lets me work through my process a little bit and remember guys in the heat of kind of the moment that I might not remember. So I really like it. Now, I don't talk specifically about who I'm going to take with each individual pick beforehand, because I know, especially in a draft like this, there are going to be a number of people that are going to be watching the live stream while they're drafting in this draft. So I definitely have to be more careful in this draft than I would be in a normal draft or like a main event draft. But I like doing the live stream and drafting at the same time. I think it can be helpful. It could also be a little hectic if I fall behind or something like that. But being kind of on the wheel-ish at 11 makes it a lot easier because there's a lot of dead time in between my pick, my second pick, and then having to wait to go all the way around the draft. Gonna play it risk adverse with the first two picks. I mean, I assume so. I play pretty risk averse early on, anyways. It all kind of depends on who makes it to me at 11. So I'll definitely. I just uploaded the ADP, so my guess is like we could do like a Freeman or a Soto at 11. Maybe a Trey Turner, someone like that. And then when it gets back around to me for 14, Matt Olson might be there, Jose Ramirez might be there, Corbin Burns might be there. So, I've kind of thought about different strategies, but I haven't really thought this one out. Justin learned some hard lessons about high risk, a few years ago. Yep. I can't believe it's been 5 years since that 2019 main event draft, huh? Like, it seems like it was just yesterday, but yeah, it was a long time ago now. So I sent you my results, my draft results early with my pitching issues and Wu going down. Should I grab Whitlock, Tyler Wells, Logan Allen, Soroka? I would grab Whitlock. I like Whitlock a lot. I actually like Wells and Logan Allen too. I'm not really into Soroka. He's has thrown too few innings, and he just doesn't get enough strikeouts. How do I feel about the cut line drafts? I've done a few as a change from the Roto Leagues. I like the format generally speaking. What I don't like is the ROI, so the return on investment. You only get money if you win your league or place in the overall. So, like, it really isn't worth playing. Like, I had a team that was like top 50 or something like that in the overall, and I made $0 on it a few years back because I finished second. The guy in my league won the overall, and it was like, oh, okay. So I had this really great team, and I made zero profit, right? So this is a 5x5 standard average league, NFBC, which means no trading. There is an overall component, I think $200,000 to the overall champion, but there's a lot of teams. I don't even know how many teams, a few thousand teams in it. So I'm glad you stream it. It helps you a lot to keep up the great work. It helps you a lot to keep up the great work. Hey, I'm glad you really like it. I mean, when I first started doing it, it was just a way to kind of pass time while I was doing, I think, my tout auction once. And now it's becoming more and more of an industry kind of standard. A lot of people are doing it. I got a lot of pushback early on. I still get a lot of pushback on it. But I've hid the names, so people can't get mad at me. If you had to pick one SP6, Hicks, Whitlock, Paddock, Ronaldo, Lopez, Wicks, or Silseth, any you like best in a points league? I like Whitlock the best out of that group. I like Paddock too. Paddock's an interesting high upside pick. You just don't know how many innings you're going to get from him. So for me, it would be between Whitlock and Paddock. But I think I lean Whitlock there. All right, you got about 3 minutes. I'm actually going to go take a piss real quick because I should have done that before it started. I'm going to mute myself real quick, go pee real quick before that starts, and then we're going to get rolling. I'll be right back. Boom! Still got 2 minutes to go. Take a piss. Movie quote defending your life. Yeah, that's love me some Albert Brooks. All right, so got about 1:40 to go. I should probably switch my ADP over to the OC. And I'm ready for this. So, yeah, pick 11. It's really kind of hard to figure out what's going to happen here. Kind of at the whim of a lot of people. I have a general plan. But one of the things I like to do with these kind of last OC drafts, Team 12 is a really nice guy. Good luck to all. Oh, is this Team 12 in the chat? Nice. Tell me who you don't want so I can take him at 11. Or tell me who you do want it so I can take him at 11. I don't know. Maybe I should turn on my ring light. Might get dark in here while we're drafting. So, boom. Oh, that's a little bright. Let's turn that down. All right, there we go. All right, 30 seconds. So I will check in on you guys here. And, oh, not you. Okay. I'm going to keep my draft sheet up. I will check back with you guys here in a little bit. But we are about to get rolling for the Beat Justin Mason League. All right. I assume Acuna will go first, but you just never really know what's going to happen. We're already taking Acuna off the board. Oh, that was fast. Yep, Acuna. There we go. We're moving quick. All right, so Bobby Witt goes second. Strider goes third. We got Tatis, who I took in my main, goes fourth. See if Team 5 goes J-Rod, goes Mookie, goes Carroll, goes Tucker. Oh, the link on Twitter didn't work. Well, I'm gonna have to wait till it gets on. All right, so we went Mookie, Mookie went 5th. Tucker went 6th. All right. I should probably put people in my queue. That might make sense. All right, I got 5 guys in my queue. J-Rod, he was at the top of the queue. Soto was one I was hoping for. All right. Shot. Oh, okay. So Trey Turner goes here at 10. And then Freeman went. All right. Oh, I guess I'll take Corbin Carroll here. Okay. I'll take Carroll. Not who I thought I was going to end up with, but I'll take it. I don't think he's fallen that far in OC recently. I have the ADP set for like the last 5 days. And Carroll's max was 10, so I got him at 11. Freeman went 9. Okay, and then Ohtani. Good. I don't want to risk Ohtani. Everything going on. All right. I got 2 guys in my queue. Oh, okay, there we go. So he went Ohtani Jordan. Wow, that's a fun term. Not the guys I wanted, but I'm going to be very happy with a start of Carroll and J-Ram. I thought about Burns. If J-Ram had gone on the turn there, I would have gone Burns. My original plan was really probably to go Turner, J-Ram or Turner, Burns. But Turner went earlier than I expected. Okay, I gotta retweet out the link for this because apparently it didn't work on there. Share a link. Let's see. Da-da-da. All right. This draft's moving quick. All right, so we've got then Judge went there. Burns went there, and De La Cruz went there. All right. Now I'm caught up. This you don't know ball. Run the damn football. Oh, Billy's in here. There we go. A man. Doing an NBC 12-man satellite. No overall. Got Strider at 10. Completely threw me a plan off. Yeah, that happens. I mean, last night or on Saturday, my main, I got Tariq Skubal in the third round, which was not something I was planning for. And so it kind of threw me off a little bit. Austin Riley. Then, oh wait, no, Austin Riley, Harper, and then Riley. And then we got Zach Wheeler. Team 4, and Corey Seager. Corey Seager moving right back up. So yeah, I was a little thrown off when I got Skubal in my main. I mean, I was happy about it. I love it, but it's always a little awkward when you're like, oh, I've got this plan and I'm not going to deviate from this plan, and then all of a sudden someone drops in your lap and you're like, oh, okay, well, I got to deviate from the plan now. Oh, I should probably write down who's on my team. Who did I start? I started Carroll, and then I went J-Ram. All right. Yeah, I got him at his max. I can't really stop. Like, that's like I'm a little afraid of Carroll in the shoulder, popping back up, but like at 11, I'm just not gonna say no. Maybe in a main I would have said no, but even at 11, it's really hard to say no in a main. All right, so Lindor goes. All right, we're through 2 rounds. Pretty quick 2 rounds too. It'll be kind of nice because this will kind of nice. These 12s go a little bit faster than these 15s. Oh, what's this guy doing? Don't time out. Be ready. Ozzy Albies. Sure, he was like, do I start 3 hitters or do I take a pitcher? Simeon. Michael Harris. Pete Alonso. Is Matt Olson still? Oh, no. Okay, Matt Olson went. All right. What's that? I was like, didn't take him off my sheet. He went to Team 10. It's like, how is he still on the board? He's not. Black Guerrero. All right. Time to start thinking about who I'm going to get here in a few picks. Boom. 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 All right. Oh, Skubal. There you go. Now we see the pitcher run begin. Where's Castillo? There he is. Gunner kind of dropped in this draft a little bit. I guess not too far, right? Yeah, 33. Realizing where the numbers are for each pick his little drawing in a 12 versus a 15. Be like, oh, that's right. We're not in like the mid 30s right now, almost 40s. We're actually Kirby. That's who I was hoping to land. All right, so Kirby went there, and I am up. Mike Trout. Okay. That was a little bit of a reach on Trout. Probably could have gotten him next round. Definitely could have gotten him next round. All right. I'm going to go Pablo Lopez. He was a pitcher in my main, but he's the best pitcher on the board as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Gosman. I thought I might get Gosman on the way back. But he had a really good start today, so I think people are now back to being on board. All right. Who do I want to take here? I think that's what I want to take here. All right, so CJ Abrams just went. All right, I'm going to take Edwin Diaz. Just not mess around with the nightmare that is the closing situations right now. Thought about a number of different guys there, but just don't want to mess with closers right now. Every closer's getting fucking hurt. So, dun, dun, dun. Oh, I know I started a little mini closer run. Josh Hader goes off the board. Got a lot of Hader this year, so definitely was going to go Diaz first there. Luis Robert. I thought about Robert there. Oh. All right, Glasnow. Glasnow lasted a while in this draft, actually. I'm not gonna pick Glasnow pretty much in most spots, but at that point, like that wasn't a bad value on Glasnow. I mean, Glasnow went second round of some mains. I think he might have even gone the first round of a main. I feel like he did. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he went for the second round of a main. Dun, dun. All right, O'Neal Cruz. Framber. Let's see. This guy has not taken a picture yet, so I assume he will take a picture. He took Logan Webb. All right, this guy has 2 hitters in a pitcher, so he could go any direction. Maybe he wants to take a second pitcher. Nope, he's going to go Bichette. That makes a lot of sense with his team. All right, so this guy's got Strider and then 2 hitters. So he could go any direction as well. But he also has to know that the 2 guys at 1 and 2 went hitters all the way. So if he wants a pitcher, he should take a pitcher. Because I think there's going to be 2 or 3 pitchers. There's probably going to be 3 to 4 pitchers that go here. You went Jazz Chisholm. So I would assume at least 3 pitchers go in these next 4 picks. Maybe 4 out of the next 5. Maybe even 5 out of the next 6. We see a mini yellow brick road going on this turn. I mean, it is a 12-teamer, so I mean, you definitely could theoretically start 5 hitters, but I just can't imagine either of these guys start 5 hitters. I just think it puts you so far behind the curve. Adolis Garcia, okay, so I was wrong. The first guy starts 4 hitters. Or team 2 starts 4 hitters. All right, so we got Clase. And you're going to take a starter. Gallon, Nola, Yamamoto. One of those 3. Gallon, Nolan, Yamamoto. That'd be my guess. One of those 3. He's thinking. Freddie Peralta. Okay. I was right about the position, but I was not right about the pick. There we go. Yeah, Team 5. Team Torn going. Yeah, Team. Oh, yeah, I got the big sticker on there. Probably should take that off. I'm not going to. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, team 2 going heavy hitters. He's got to take a pitcher here, though, right? Like, his offense is going to be killer. Witt, Devers, Simeon, Garcia. But and Altuve. Okay, he's going straight up. I'm going to try to dominate this league in hitting, and then I'll figure out the pitching later, which you can try to do in a 12-teamer. Like, I would not do this in a 15-teamer, but I totally could see it in a 12-teamer. Camilo Doval. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Machado, it was Machado and then Doval. Okay. Gallon. There we go. Gallon's one of my boys. Love me some Gallon. Mm-hmm. Who just went? Yamamoto. Okay. I had a dream that Yamamoto would make it back to me, and that I would just take him just to have one share of Yamamoto this year, but that's okay. Not a Yamamoto. I mean, I like Yamamoto. I just don't trust the guys coming from Japan. All right, so Max Fried. Okay. All right. Oh, no. Moving quick. Oh, okay. So Adley was the guy I thought about there. So that one kind of burned a little bit. All right, and then Iglesias was the other guy. That went. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go. Oh no. Can't find my guy. I'm taking Aaron Nola. Should have had my guys in my queue. Oh, it's because someone took them. So I was going to take a Rosarena, and someone took a Rosarena. That's why you got to be prepared, huh? All right, so Bobby Miller just went. All right. My next pick aren't until 83 and 86. Cole Reagans. Okay. You know who I don't really have much of this year that I really like? Is Logan Gilbert. So I'm just gonna. Team 2 is going like strong hitting. I'm gonna go strong pitching and just go the opposite direction. Grayson. Lopez, Aaron Nola, Logan Gilbert is my starting pitchers. Lopez, Diaz, Nola, and Gilbert. Bellinger. I could have gone Bellinger there. It might not have been a bad pick, but I've got a fair amount of Bellinger this year. The hate on Nola has gone too far. He's just not a guy I've gotten a lot this year. So I had him in my queue kind of as a backup. I really wanted a Rosarena, but I didn't realize I got sniped there. Evan Phillips. The Evan Phillips stock has gone up quite a bit recently. Which I mean, I get. Same time, I still have this fear that he's going to get traded at some point. So, dun, dun, dun. How far does Team 2 go with the hitting? Part of the reason I just went a bunch of pitchers was because Team 2, like, he's like, oh, I'm going to take all the hitters. I'm like, all right, well, I'll take all the pitching. And a lot of other people will too. So, see what kind of pitching staff you can build after this monstrosity of Yellow Brick Road, because you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pitchers go since he took Albies in the 5th. I mean, Albies in the 5th is like, or sorry, Altuve in the 5th is a monster pick, but Christian Yelich, I like that pick. Oh, it's Billy. Billy's team. Nico. Love me some Nico. I don't like the fact that they're talking about batting him 6th or 7th. That seems insane to me. I know he's had a bad fucking spring, but come on. Can't bat him 6th or 7th. He should be leading off. I assume he will at some point. Andres Munoz. Eflin is who I thought about taking instead of Gilbert, but I have so much Eflin this year. There you go, Team 2. That's why you build a rotation. After not taking any pictures, you start with my boy Eflin. Watch, Team 2 is gonna fucking figure this out. He's gonna smoke us all because he fucking just loaded up on offense and then fucking builds a rotation from like pick 6 through fucking 10. Pete Fairbanks. Closers. All right, we're through 6. My cue was Nola, Miller, Reagans, Gilbert, 2 Justins next to each other thinking alike. I might have taken fucking Reagans had you let him get to me too. So actually I probably would have taken Eflin, but Reagans is definitely on my chart list. Oh, I wonder what Nick saw. What was it on a pod or something? Or on his stream? Will Smith goes. The only problem with my draft software is it cannot differentiate between the fucking 2 Will Smiths. So, which is a little annoying. Blake Snell. So he goes 5 straight hitters and then Eflin Snell. I mean, it's not a bad way of leading off your team if you're not going to take a pitcher in the first few rounds. Joe Ryan. Real Muto. That would have been my next pick. Oh, I literally was typing David Bednar into my fucking thing, and then he went. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I should probably figure out who I'm going to pick here. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Oh no, he gone. He gone. Wish he was still around. Oh, no, Schwarber gone. All right. Do I keep the pitching train going, or do I start loading back up on offense? What's my next 2 picks? After this, Luzardo. And Torres, that's someone I was thinking about. Suzuki. Ooh. It's 2 home runs, and he goes. Oh, it's on me. I really got to start paying attention when it's on me. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take Paul Goldschmidt. Nolan Jones. Not a Nolan Jones dude. All right. Ryan Helsley. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun, Wyatt Langford. Chris Sale. I thought maybe I would try to see if Langford make it back to me, but I made the decision to just, you know what? I want to have some fun with this team. Langford season. The first pitch podcast. He says Nola utilized the high fastball, which is a tool he's been lacking. Did get good results. No hits, 5 Ks. I think Nola's been kind of underrated all draft season. I think part of it is, obviously the bad results, but the skills were still there last year. And I think the other issue is there's just so many new, young, exciting arms that Nola's now this kind of like, he's not old, but like he's an older guy comparatively speaking to other people, all the new pitchers. So, I get why people aren't as excited about him. Asian Kim would have been in play for me next round. Not anymore. Okay. Uh-oh. Josh Lowe hurt. Don't do that. You guessing it wasn't a mistake? Okay. All right. Brian Reynolds. He's very much like Brian Reynolds. Andres Jimenez, who's not like Brian Reynolds. Dun, dun. All right. Now does Team 2 add to this rotation? Or does he go back to the hitting side? Probably needs a closer at some point. William Contreras, he goes back to adding to the offense. I missed Helsley somewhere. Where did Helsley go? He went. I had to go. Ha 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 ha. I thought about taking him last round. I just didn't really need the pitching. Love that guy. Love me some Bailey Ober. Which means I gotta start figuring out who might be my picks next round. Oh, CES. And Casas. So he took Eflin and Snell. He's got 9 picks, 2 pitchers, 7 hitters. Like, he's just like, I'm going to dominate you fools in offense. Bieber. Musgrove. Lane Thomas. Bryson Stott. He was a guy I was considering. Team 6, having a good draft. Maybe some batting average issues, but it's always hard to counteract Kyle Schwarber's batting average. But I love what Schwarber can do, which is hit motherfucking bombs. Boring wins. Brian Reynolds at pitching. Yeah, that's right, baby. Yeah, Goldie hasn't looked great this spring, but like I'm not really that worried about Goldie. Like even if I just get with last year's, it was fine. But I think there's obviously more upside for more. Kettle Marte. Oh, teammates sniping me on Bibby. Well, that didn't feel good. Yandy Diaz. Oh, it's me. Oh, and I got sniped on fucking Bogarts too. At least I know who I'm taking this round. I'm gonna go figure out who I'm gonna take next round. Oh, fucking everybody sniped me. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take Anthony Volpe here. And I've got, where the fuck did Justin Steele go? I must have missed him a while ago. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Christian Walker just went. Okay. Bogarts went. Team 9's kind of been killing me this draft. I'm not a big fan of you, Team 9. Jackson Churio. I thought about taking Jackson Churio just so I'd have the Langford Churio. Okay, so now I have decision time. Got one guy in my queue. You know what? I don't have any Yainer Diaz this year. I'm going to take him. Or I don't have him I don't know if I have him at all, honestly. See, do I have? Oh. I have a couple shares, a Gladiator and then Wrestling, but another share is not going to hurt. Imanaga. It's a kind of big reach on Imanaga. There's been some big reaches in this draft. Tucker, Harper, Yelich is at least a 275 batting average. Could be. It's just it's if you get like a 190 from Schwarber, that could be a problem. Though I think Kim helps, a little bit. Stott should have a halfway decent batting average. But you're probably right. Sonny Gray. There's Mr. Gray. So far through, how many rounds am I through? I'm through 10. Am I missing somebody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, who is my? Oh, Volpe. I didn't put Volpe on there. Spencer Steer. Where's Mr. Steer? I know he's got to be out here somewhere. That was a problem. I put Steer on somebody else's team. There you go. All right. Evan Carter. Not an Evan Carter guy. So far, I like my team. Love to start my pitching staff. Dun, dun. Oh, I was like, where's Castellanos? And he just went. I like what you're doing, Billy. It's a good fucking team. Teoscar. Kimbrel. Mr. George Springer, drinking that bath water. Jordan Walker, who crashed into someone in the outfield earlier today, but hurt Dylan Carlson instead of himself. Paul had like sent me a whole thing on Dylan Carlson earlier today, and then like a couple hours later he gets fucking hurt. It's like, no, I was like, this is your fault. You did this shit. Brian Hayes, I was just looking at him. He gone. Oh. Where did that guy go? First base. There you go. So the issue with Evan Carter is he struggles against left-handed pitching, and he kind of always has. Now he did okay against left-handed pitching last year, but he had a really inflated BABIP. And so I just worry that he's going to end up in a platoon. I think he'll be great against righties. I also don't know that he's got the kind of power that people think after his kind of small sample last year. So that's kind of my issue. Ozuna. Ozuna's a good pick there. Arenado. I almost took Arenado last round. I already have a first baseman and a third baseman, and I didn't want to take a corner already. Just so many corners later in a 12-teamer, especially. But like, if he made it back, he was going to be mine. That's just a fucking great ass pick right there. Got to be close to his max, right? We're at like 120, 124. $136 is his max over the last week. Chris Bassett, that's another good pick. I got to figure out who I want here. All right, who do I want here? Tyro Estrada. Not a big Estrada guy. All right, so I got one guy in my queue. I think that's more of a next round pick. Zach Geloff. He wasn't going to be. My guy. Swanson. He could have been my guy. Oh, that's the problem. All right. So we got Geloff went there. Swanson went there. Josh Naylor. Robert Suarez. Ooh. I'm going to take me some Albert Alzolay. All right, so Naylor went there. Suarez went right before me. We got Tanner Scott going here. And then Riley Green. Is that Riley Green? Yeah, Riley Green. Right here. And then I'm going to take that guy. Take me some Jaron Duran. Oh! Shot to my heart there, huh? I got a lot of Mullins. I like how Team 10, I think there's another team too, just like, fuck ADP, I'm going to take who I want. I mean, I guess Mullins wasn't that far down the ADP. But there's been other times. He's just like, I don't care. I'm going to. Bryce Miller. Oh, I like that pick. Damn, I should have taken Bryce Miller. I don't have enough Bryce Miller this year. Definitely don't have enough Bryce Miller. All right, so we got also Hunter Brown. Man, Billy, you're fucking just building a monster fucking draft here. can't find Alvarado on my sheet. But I can find Merrill Kelly. No. Team torn for the win. He's definitely gonna have some offense. Fuck, man. I know Nick prefers Wu, but Wu got hurt today. He's got elbow issues again. So that's not good. One of the big reasons why I was avoiding him all year or all draft season. The other one is I just don't think he's got a very full arsenal. You Darvish. Nick Pivetta. There's Pivetta on my list. I know he's got to be around here somewhere. There he is. Right in front of me. All right, through 12 rounds. Start thinking about who I might want on the way back. That's a guy. Oh, I missed Will's Contreras going. And then he takes Logan Hoppy on the way back. Carlos Rodon, he was on my list. Was it Leclerc? Keep going. All right. Sal Perez, he was at the top of my list. Little catcher run here. It's where everybody's grabbing their second catcher or first catcher, I guess, for some people. And then Billy grabs Cal Raleigh. And then Sean Murphy goes. Jesus. Little catcher run here. I don't think I've been keeping up with my fucking own sheet. And all right. I think I'm caught up now. All right. Oh shit, that happened fast. Okay, so I've got my first guy. want my second guy to be. 35 seconds to figure out. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Vinny P is going to be my first guy. Okay. Jake Berger, someone I thought about. Mitch Garver, someone I thought about. Okay. All right. My next pick isn't until 179. But I just don't trust you guys. I might play the ADP game, but I'm not ruining it. You getting my dude. Screw you guys. All right, now I got to catch up on the picks. All right, so we got Garver and Berger. Before that, it was Soler. Where's Soler? There he is. I thought about Jonah Heim. That's what I probably should have taken. Especially because that just happened. Moreno went crap. Soler went here. Francisco Alvarez went to that guy. And so did Jonah Him. And then we had Morel, who went there, as well as Moreno went there. Just had Josh Young go. There. And we had Sean Murphy. Oh, okay, I already got Murphy. Okay. I think I'm caught up. Loose your eyes. There's your batting average. Now you definitely know what batting average issues. You know, it's crazy. So I'm using my own projections, obviously. I finally pulled the hell ahead of Billy, but Billy's been like killing me in the projected standings the whole time. All right, so now we got Pepio. Like Pepio's a good one. McCormick. Thought I was gonna be in on McCormick, but I'm really not. Hoskins. All right. Is he not going? I don't want him, but yeah, he's still there. All right, so put him in my queue. There's Savali. Volley just went to pick 10. Okay, and now Barrios. A good value on Barrios. All of a sudden, that guy has a pitching staff. Team torn. I was torn on a strategy, but I think it might work. Let's see. All right, who just went? Oh, Ian Happ. Love Ian Happ. All right, through 14. All right, here we go. Let's see. What do I still need? Got that. Okay. Maybe a little power. Maybe some pitching. Maybe a little power. Maybe some pitching. Eovaldi. Okay, gonna move him to the top. Put him there. Oh, Brandon Nimmo. I love me some Nimmo. Alec Baum at this point is a really decent value here. He fell. Oh, I can see him fall that much. Okay. Oh, Kyber Ruiz. That might have been my next pick. Might end up just punting my second catcher spot. Yeah, I'm probably going to put my second catcher spot. All right. Outman. Outman goes to that team. Okay. All right. I really hope I don't get sniped here. I've got 4 guys in my queue. But there's one in particular that I really want. But every time I say that, even though I don't say who it is, that person goes. So I'm about ready. I'm preparing myself to get fucking sniped. Probably by the team 9. Team 9 has been killing me all night. Could come before then. Could come right here. No, I think this team needs something different than what I'm looking for. Oh, that wasn't what I was going to do, but that could have been what I could have done. Okay. I don't think this team is going to snipe me. I really do think it's Team 9 that's going to fucking do it. You like Woo as well in DFS, stack that fuse against? Yeah, see, that's the problem. Candelario, okay. Okay. See, this is just building me up to get fucking crushed. Oh! No! That wasn't it. It's going to happen right here, though. It's going to happen right here. Candelario. Gorman is someone I could have taken because I don't have a second baseman yet. But in a 12-teamer, I'm okay with that. Like 15-teamer, I might be freaking out a little bit, but 12-teamer, there's still plenty of useful guys. Don't do it to me, 10. Don't do it to me. Let me get him. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Will Benson. See, this guy is just, it's like fucking throwing ADP right out the window. I don't even know where Will Benson is in the ADP. I'm not even going to try to find him. Fucking find him. All right. I do not have enough Christopher Sanchez this year. So, boom. Love me some Christopher Sanchez. I just don't have enough of him. I thought about Romano. Even though I already have 2 closers. Just like at this point, should be back fairly quickly. The elbow stuff does scare me, but at this point, it was a pretty worthy gamble. And there's the guy I was like, I don't want him, but like, why is he still on the board at this point? Someone needs stolen bases. All right. Give me some Willie Adames. Willie Adames. Willie Adames. He's a Dames. And then we got Walker Buehler. Christian Javier. All right, I'm going to go run and take a piss real quick while it's still going around. I will mute myself so you guys don't hear. But I'm loving this team so far. It is a 12-teamer, so like I shouldn't get like too excited, but I do like it so far. And I'm back. What'd I miss? Spore. Look at my team 11, and tell me that's not just fucking hot. While I update my sheet. All right, so Johan Duran just went. Before that, it was Tovar. Then Michael Garcia. I like that Garcia pick. I just already had my corner filled. Oh, of course it's Billy. Carlos Estevez. Mason Miller. And then we just had Nestor Cortez go. And Kyle Harrison. All right, I'm caught up. It's like an Ober short of perfection. I know. I almost went early on Ober, but like my pitching is just was so good at the top that I didn't need to. I got Adames on my sheet. I got Sanchez. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love this team, but it's also a 12. So like, part of my view is obviously skewed by the fact that I don't play in a ton of 12s. I'm used to 15s. But I mean, this just feels amazing. Holy crap. Like somehow okay. I need batting average. Severino. Severino's looking good in spring. Where's Severino? Where are you, Severino? Why can't I find Severino on my sheet? Oh, there he is. Gavin Lux. All right, I want to see. Ooh, Jonathan India. I like that pick a lot. All right. There's India. Verlander. It's a good value on Verlander. You're like, no, I guess not a huge value on Verlander considering Verlander's dropped a ton. All right. Brian Bayo. Okay. Oh, I'm up. All right. All right. I think this is the right pick here. Just want to check something while I have a second. It's not going to help my batting average. But we were talking about him on the pod today, and did get sniped on him. And this team at 12 doesn't have a second baseman, at least not that I can see. So I don't know if he makes it back around to me. And a green. Yeah, I like it too. Like it a lot. Not gonna lie, I like it a lot. Which means it's gonna finish in like 8th place. But nothing. I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of it for right now. Okay. Blanca went there. Bo Naylor went there. Oh, Anthony Rizzo already went. Ooh. Trevor Story. All right. So this is always the good question of, do you take the guy you want or do you take the guy you need? And the answer is you take the guy you need. Which is Stephen Kwan, because I need the batting average. See what that did for my... I still need more batting average. But that helped a little bit. And then you just pray the guy you want makes it back around to you. All right, so McKenzie's already gone. Oh, Parker Meadows just went. Boom. Max Muncy. All right, so that is going to need to be figured out at some point. I feel like he went somewhere. AJ Puck. He gone. Kevin Williams. Oh, there. Finally found Will Benson. Who went way long ago. I can't remember what team. What team did Will Benson go to? He went to Team 10. Should have known. Team 10 just saying, fuck ADP, I'm getting my dudes, which I appreciate. All right, read Detmers. Okay, well, now I got to check something because I know I took Quan, but I thought I put him on my sheet. Did I accidentally put someone else on my sheet? Oh, yeah. I did not draft you. Okay. So maybe that's why I still thought I needed batting average. Let's go check again. Batting average is much better. Wait, no, it's not. Still need batting average. Okay. Alex Lang. Put him on my list. Let's see what this guy's doing. Oh, Taylor Ward just went. Justin Turner just went. Boom, boom. Oh, there was the guy I wanted. That made me sad. But I needed Quan. So I had to just pass on Fott. And I mean, I've got so much Fott this year that, you know, it was easier to pass up. And there goes Eloy, who is the next guy on my list. Okay, so now I don't have anybody in my queue, and I got to figure out who the fuck I'm going to take. Oh. Yeah. Definitely not drafting him. All right. Anybody else? No, I think I'm caught up now. I still don't know where Gavin Williams is. Oh, there's Gavin Williams on my sheet. All right. So right now, I need some starting pitching, and I could use some batting average. I'm not like desperate for batting average like I was before that Quan pick. Tyler O'Neill. But, all right, and I've got an outfield, a util, and a catcher spot. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. You know, I shouldn't be too upset about losing out on Fott. Oh, JD Martinez is gone. I saw him go. That was a good pick by whoever did that. Oh, no, Rizzo's gone. That was also a good pick. Where did Rizzo go? Rizzo went to that team. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't be too upset by Oh, and Brandon Drury just went. Shouldn't be too upset by losing out on. Now there's Charlie Morton. And either way. Okay. Matt McLean. Shouldn't be too upset by losing on Fox because I've been trying to get guys that I don't have as many shares of outside of, like, I guess Volpe and Pascantino and Varsho, obviously. I'm trying to load up on more guys that I don't have a ton of this year. All right. So, and I've got so much Brandon Fott. Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, but be a good pick at this point. Trying to debate what my other pick is going to be, and also pick some backups. Need an outfielder. Gary Carpenter. Well, that's an outfielder. Okay. Outfielder that won't kill my average is the question. Katsumaeda goes. All right, let's try not to get sniped in the next two picks. Oh, that is definitely a guy that I need to probably take care if I have the opportunity. Jack Swinsky. I thought about Swinsky, but the batting average is a problem for me. Oh, Ryan Jeffers. Okay. Okay. All right. So now I got to make a decision here. I know I'm on the clock. You don't have to tell me. All right. I'm going to take the guy that I don't have many shares of this year in Carter Crawford. Not the biggest Crawford fan, but I'm talking about my seventh pitcher, my fifth starter. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, my fifth starter. Take the gamble. Take the gamble on Carter Crawford. I fought the law on the law one. I like that. And then I just got to hope that I don't get sniped right here. Mountcastle wasn't the dude. Alejandro Kirk was the dude. Damn it. Okay. Well, now I got to figure out who I'm going to pick. Damn it. Okay. Who am I going to take here? Dun, 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 dun. Shit. Okay. Panic pick. I took Jared Jones. way too early. But I just needed to put someone in my queue, so it didn't get autoed. Oh, I did get autoed, but I didn't want to get autoed. Paul Sewald. Damn you, Team 12. That sucked. Is that going to be the min on Jared Jones? What pick was that? It was 230. Yep, I just set the min on Jared Jones, baby. Whatever. Time to just get guys, right? Get the guys I want. I would have wanted Jared Jones, just maybe not that early. Oh. All right. Really got to figure out what outfielder I want. And at this point, I guess I just fucking punt my second catcher completely. Hmm. All right, I need to find outfielders that will work here. I thought Gavin Lux went. Oh, wait, no, I have Quan as my outfielder. Oh, I don't need another outfielder. What the fuck? I gotta be paying attention to my actual sheet. Okay, so I just need a hitter. I don't need an outfielder. Okay. So I don't necessarily need an outfielder. I just need a hitter. All right. So that's a hitter. That's a hitter. If I realized that, I would have done something fucking different. This is why you gotta stay on top of shit. Those guys in my queue. That guy in my queue. That guy in my queue. That guy in my queue. Just loading up my queue with a whole bunch of dudes. That's a dude. That's a dude. That's a dude. Really, the fucking back end of this draft is just so much easier And a fucking 15. There's so many guys available. Uh, so at this point, I think I'm just going to abandon my sheet. Picked up Paul Skeens at the end of my keeper league. When do you think he gets called up? Maybe May. If he goes out and dominates, like I think he's up in May. Maybe even in April. It's at least been a solid draft so far by quite a few teams. There are some really yeah, no, this is true. This is true. Oh, there goes Garrett Cole. Yeah, I have played a little bit too much the ADP game or gone the extra dollar a couple times for sure in drafts this year. I definitely shouldn't play the ADP game so much. Like in snake draft, just go get the guys you want. Don't worry about the ADP. I mean, the ADP. I mean, part of you want to play the ADP game because you don't want to be like, like I don't want to take Brandon Fott like 5 rounds above ADP, even though I think he's worth it. But like, don't be afraid to set them in on a guy that you really want. Bailey Falter holding down the 5th spot. Luis Ortiz to the pen for now. Oh, now people taking stashes. Got Yuri Perez and Garrett Cole. Yeah, I mean, at this point in the draft, I have a catcher spot, a util spot, and a pitcher spot, and then all my reserves. So at this point, throwing ADP out the effing window, and I'm just going to finish out my fucking team. Brandon Donovan. God damn it. Billy, stop it. Billy's had such a good draft. Only problem, Billy. I don't know if we need to talk about this or not, but saves is a category. Don't know if you knew that. I know you're listening right now. But I don't know why that didn't publish earlier. Jackson Holiday. One thing I don't have on this team that I've had on the majority of my other teams is positional flexibility. I have a 0. I don't even know do I have a single guy who's multi-position eligible? I don't think I do. Okay. So up in 2 picks in front of me. Max Kepler goes. Paul Skeens. Yeah, everybody's stashing right now. Ugh. Which I don't mind necessarily. You're in round 21, right? Take me some Dean Kremer. All right, so reserve. One more reserve. All right. We're going to move the roster grid over here. Braxton Garrett. There you go. Get my second catcher and Shea Langoliers. All right. It's got to be a sweet temporary spot for Skeens. Yeah, the fifth. I think that's exactly what the fifth spot is. Skeens could be up really, really fast. If someone gets hurt, go look at the Pirates rotation. I mean, Skeen just hasn't thrown a lot in the minors at all. I know he's advanced college arm, but like they got Marco Gonzalez and Bailey Falter. Either one of them could come out of the rotation really quick. Probably more Falter than Gonzalez, just because I don't think Gonzalez's arm plays well in the bullpen. I mean, Falter's probably doesn't either. But like really any of the lefties, even Martin Perez, like they can all come out. I don't think Martin Perez will necessarily right away, but like I totally understand why they're sending him down. But I could also totally understand them bringing him up and just going, listen, we're gonna let go. He just looks so good in spring. You almost wonder why if they're gonna bring up Jared Jones, like why not just bring up Skeens too? That's a team that should have been in on Jordan Montgomery. Don't have a lot of money on the payroll, anyways. Like I don't know if maybe Montgomery didn't want to sign there at all. I doubt they even asked. Byron Buxton, he was one of the guys I looked at earlier, and then I looked at his spring numbers. I was like, oh, spring numbers aren't so bad. You look at the underlying numbers, like, oh my God, he's got an 18% swing strike rate. Like, oh, gross. And he's not running anymore. Like he just decided to stop running. Oh, there we go, Billy. You got a closer, potentially. Who are your sleeper pitchers at the end of the draft? You're going to see a lot of them right now. I don't want to give them away quite yet. You'll see them as they come up, especially in the 12 team. There's so many. Like, I mean, legitimately, if I wanted to, I could put like all 7 of my reserves as pitchers or as starting pitchers. I'm not going to, but there's so many in a 12 teamer. Like legitimately right now, I have like 15 fucking pitchers on my queue right now. Like it's and I could add more. Like it wouldn't be a problem necessarily to fucking add like a ton of fucking more pitchers. But there's just going to be so many that don't go. They're just going to be used for streaming. And that's like one of the reasons, like, I don't love stashing in a 15, but in a 12 on fucking NFBC, like, it's really hard to stash because there's so much talent on the waiver wire that you don't want to like miss out on. That like having to hold a roster spot for someone like Garrett Cole for like 2 or 3 months. What's the closer situation in Washington? I think it's Finnegan for right now. I know a lot of people are in on Hunter Harvey, but Finnegan, I think they really want to trade. So I'm going to move this board down for you guys. So that way when we get there, I don't have to do it again. So I think Finnegan's going to be the guy. Not going to be a lot of wins in fucking Baltimore and Washington. Like, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, just like so many guys right now. Oh, speaking. Oh, sorry. I apologize, Billy. You got him. You got Finnegan. Solved your save situation, though. Billy, your team's so freaking good. So Tyler McGill, that's a guy I like at the end of a draft. I wouldn't worry about Harvey, honestly. One, he never stays healthy. And two, like, if you miss out on the Washington closer, you're really missing out on that much. Like, they're really going to be bad this year. Going to be really bad this year. Come on. That's so many guys. Like, I don't want to get sniped here, but at the same time, like, I've got so many guys in my queue right now that I'm not even that worried about it. And there's going to be so many guys in the waiver wire that I like. Large meat bar. No stashies. Michael Kopech. I'm going to take Will Smith. Get another closer. You need a UT player, though. Or, Colt Keith. Like, legitimately, I'm going to have a really hard time. Oh, Kevin Ginkel. He was another guy that I really thought about right there. Because he's going to be the closer with Seawald out for a couple months. Like, I'm obviously going to put a couple of guys on my bench that are hitters. But, like, I should probably... Oh, no, I just took a second, third baseman. I need to put another outfielder on there and then maybe another second baseman. But there's so many effing pictures right now. Louis Varland, there's one. I think I'm going to do a pretty fun turn next round as long as I don't get sniped here. They're for sure listening. I got at least 2 or 3 or 4 people in this draft that are in here. If you are in the draft right now, say you're in the draft in the comments. We know Billy's in the draft. He's drafted just a monster team. We know Team 12 is in the draft. He apologized earlier for sniping me, though you should never apologize for sniping. Should dance. I am not in the draft. Oh, there we go. Team 4. He's had a good draft. I like Team 4. Casey, you're not in the draft. Are you in the draft? And what pick are you? Team 9. There you go. See? I like Team 9. You've been fucking killing me today, dude. So yeah. Oh, Team 2. Oh! Team 2! Oh, man. We've been talking about your team a lot. You had such an interesting start. Was the hitter the plan? Deal Hall's an interesting one. I like Michael Waka, though. I didn't see what the update was on his finger. Team 8. There we go. Team 8 sniped me a few times. See? Half the league, if not more, is in here. And this is why I don't talk about I don't talk about like who I'm going to draft until my pick is up. D.L. Hall is a guy that a lot of people are I'm not a big D.L. Hall believer, but I mean, round 24, 25. Max Meyer. That's a good one. I like that one. All the teams are here. LOL. Pretty close to it. Hitter early was the plan, but couldn't pass some more hitters. Plus, I hear you like to avoid injuries. Yeah, I do like to avoid injuries. Zach Littell. He's an interesting one. I've never been a Zach Littell guy, but he has looked a lot better this spring. Jake Cronenworth. I was going to take Cronenworth here. Not because I like Jake Cronenworth, but because he's dual eligible. And Eugenio Suarez. That's a good pick. I'll say why in a second. Joey Meneses. I am not in the draft. I'm barely in the draft. Been a very good draft. I've actually really enjoyed this draft. And it's gone really quick. I mean, I still have 4.5 rounds, but I mean, I guess it's a 12, so I shouldn't be super surprised. But after doing, Crony had a nice trip to Korea. and that's why that like I would have put him in my lineup just for those 4 RBIs. So plus I need a backup second baseman. Now I got to figure out who my backup second baseman is going to be. Nathaniel Lowe, I like that pick. All right, here we go. So I was going to do Cronenworth and Daniel Hudson for the Daniel Hudson win. But that was a nice snipe on Cronenworth. I don't even like Cronenworth. I probably would end up dropping him really fast. But just the ability to put him in on Thursday and get those 4 RBIs. Luis Heel. Nice pick. Frankie Montas. All right. Take Trevor Rogers. Brock Stewart. That's a good pick. I like that. I took Rogers. All right. So I still need 2 hitters, 2 pitchers, probably. Dun, dun. Chris Paddock. There you go. There's another interesting kind of end game pitcher. Brock search pictures wrong. That happens quite a bit on NFPC. It's always funny when it does. Still, my favorite is the Chaz McCormick. Fucking looks like an accountant. Ryan Weathers. There's another one. Now my queue's starting to get a little light. Jim MacArthur, interesting. Paul Sewald. I thought about Sewald. I just don't want to have to hold him for 2 months. All right, so now on my queue, I need to start. There's one. I'm gonna start refilling my queue. I literally just put Tyler Wells into my queue. There's one. Might move him towards the top. Adding names to the queue. Dun, dun. so many guys. Probably should figure out some hitters too. Let's figure out some hitters. I don't even like this guy, but he shouldn't be still around. Ezekiel Duran. Renato Lopez is a guy that Paul really likes. Ryan Tepera, MVP vote getter. Ryan Tepera. Oh, you know what? That one's an interesting one. That one could do it. That one's an old friend. Seth Lugo is on my list. Jordan Montgomery is on my list. Oh, that one I could do for sure. God, just going from a 15 to a 12 at the end game is always feels like I have too many options. Kodai Senga. Dun, dun, dun. Casey Mize was on my list. All right. I don't know if I've even gotten Garrett Crochet this year, but I'm going to right here. All right, and then, I want to take another pitcher. I, at some point, got to take a hitter. Bryce Terang. Andrew Vaughn was the guy I was talking about. Way to snipe Crochet. Yeah, I thought about taking him last round, but I love Trevor Rogers and always have. So, but Crochet opening day starter Garrett Crochet. How fucking gross is that? I mean, not anything bad about Crochet, but just the fact that that is their option. Yeah, I don't think they put a lot of money into updating the pictures. Lance Lynn at this point is a pretty decent pick. I mean, you know you're going to get some innings from him. Only problem is I think they start versus the Dodgers, so you're not going to use them at least over the weekend. I just hit a cord, and I don't know what cord it was. Oh, it was my headphones. My headphones on Oregon. Shoot me. Because Lance Lynn. And see, that's why you can just punt second catcher. Tyler Stevens in the 28th round. See, he's the guy who drafted Henry Davis. Used, Stevenson for 2 weeks or whatever it takes. All right. So I got my second base back up. Tim Anderson. That's a great pick there. I didn't need another shortstop. That's why I didn't take him. Chase Silseth. I'm not a Silseth guy. Just so hittable. I mean, at this point, these are all guys that are going to get dropped at some point. If you find a diamond in the rough, great. But I think when I did my article about my auction championship team, or maybe it was my main event team, and it was I think I dropped 17 of the guys of the 30 that I drafted. And at 12, you're going to churn even more. So, some of that was just guys getting hurt, obviously. But some of that was just, you want to churn the back end of your roster. So, you shouldn't be holding on to guys for, super long. I like Team 2's way to snipe on Crochet. I'll trade you Crochet for Brandon Fott right now. Killed me. Or Zach Eflin? Or were you guys Eflin and Ober? Who was Ober? You guys were Eflin. For a team that started off with no pitching, you guys did a really nice job recovering from that. Yeah, obviously, there's some risk to it because you need the no deal. I understand. It was worth a shot. In my auction last year in Vegas, maybe it was the year before. No, I think it was last year in Vegas. Abner Uribe, Logan Allen, both guys on my list. You gone? So my auction last year in Vegas, this guy comes in. Well, he doesn't come in at first. He, it's a $1,500 auction, so you'd think you'd be fucking prepared, right? He shows up 20 minutes late or maybe it was 15 minutes late to the auction because he decided to go get Starbucks. So he missed the first 15 minutes of the auction. And then he puts together this truly atrocious team. Like very, very unbalanced, which you don't want to do in NFBC because of the overall. And low risk with pitching was planned. Well, definitely didn't invest a lot, so in that part, you guys got low risk. So yeah, so he puts together this really just awful team, really unbalanced. Like I think he like bought mostly hitters and very few pitchers. And he walks over to me after the draft and he goes, "Hey, I wanted to see if you want to do a trade." I'm like, "There are no trades." He was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh shit, dude." Johan Rojas is on my list. My whole fucking list just got destroyed though. Okay, I'm gonna take Alex Verdugo. I really wanted JP Sears. Who stole Sears from me? Team 4. Oh, all right. Take Jeff Hoffman. Oh, that was my last pick. I was all like, I want to do more picks. All right. That is the draft. We'll finish out these last few picks. And then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, so that dude like was all like, "Oh, what do you mean there's no trades?" I was like, "Oh shit." Here you go, Brian Wu. Trying to laugh at the disgust when just look at the team. We got another person in the draft. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at Team 7. Team 7. Team 7 is Row, right? I mean, I don't love Ellie in the second, but I understand why you do that. To me, he did Ellie and O'Neal Cruz. Okay. It's like the Spider-Man meme right there. I love Luis Castillo in the third. I mean, I was praying he would fall to me, but I knew he wouldn't. Alexis Diaz, I love. I'm not a big Freed guy. I'm not a big Luzardo guy. I'm not a big Cease guy. I'm not a big Evan Carter guy. I'm not a big Jack. Yeah, I don't really like the team. Sorry, bud. Like Josh Young, I thought that was good value. I was great value on Sean Murphy. I like the Henry Davis play, especially because there's replacement value at catcher where you can roster a guy for a few days. I like the Kerry Carpenter pick. I really like the Rizzo pick. I love the MJ Melendez pick. Tyler McGill was on my list. Ryan Weathers on my list. Devin Williams are going to end up dropping. You're just not going to be able to hold on to him for 3 months. Like the Gavin Lux pick. I thought Lux went earlier for some reason. Yeah, I don't love your team overall, but the only 12-teamer in America that someone's really wanted JP Sears. JP Sears is fucking shoving this spring, man. And I've always been a Sears guy. The problem is, like, I may get more wins than Sears. Team 4 ready to roll. Anybody want me to roast their team or say how much I like their team? Since I got half the league or fucking 2/3 of the league in here. I'll smoke another cigarette and critique teams if you want me to. Yeah, roast mine. All right, 4. Let's go. Team 4. Tatis, I love. I actually think that is the right spot for Tatis. I got him at 8 in my main. I was stoked. Zach Wheeler, love it. Alonso, Bichette, like both those guys. I probably would have gone Vlad Guerrero over Alonso, but got a problem with it. Bichette, I like. Camilo Duvall, it's fine. Not a big Royce Lewis guy, but in a 12, makes sense. because his replacement value when he does get hurt. Love the Realmuto pick. I thought about taking him the previous round, and I really hoped he'd fall to me. Brian Reynolds is Brian Reynolds. He's just a great Brian Reynolds type player. I'm a little afraid of Musgrove this year, but I think at that price, it's a pretty good. I'm not a Kimbrel guy. Arenado, great value on Arenado. Merrill Kelly is like boring, but so reliable. And so that really is nice. I like the pairing with Rodon too. I already said I don't like Chas McCormick. Kyber Ruiz, I kind of hoped he had fallen to me in the 15th. So I like that pick. Yohan Duran, I don't love stashes, but if he gets back in like 4 to 6 weeks, he'll be good. Jonathan India, love that pick. Taylor Ward, I like that pick. I'm not a believer in Charlie Morton. I'm really worried about the decline of skills. Jackson Merrill, I don't know how long he's going to be on the team for. I don't mind the Yuri Perez stash. The problem is you also stash Duran, and now you've locked up 2 reserve spots. Chris Bryant's whatever. Stanton's whatever. Varland, I love that pick. Cronenworth, like I said, I really like that pick, even if it's just for the day. Tyler Wells, I like that pick. Seth Lugo, I like that pick. JP Sears, love that pick. Logan Allen, like the pick. Alec Thomas, like that pick. I like Team 4 a lot. Torn. All right, I'll do Torn. I would not want to try to pull this strategy off, but Witt, Devers, Simeon, Garcia, Altuve to start your draft. And then you get Zach Eflin, who I was a top 10 starting pitcher. So the fact that you waited till the 6th round and still got a top 10 guy, in my opinion, is fucking awesome. I'm not a big Snell guy, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that pick there. William Contreras is a fine pick there. I'm not a big Casas guy. I think Walker, I like Walker's upside, so I kind of dig that pick a little bit. I'm not on board with a Michael King love. I even upped my projection on him, and he still doesn't do it for me. Mitch Keller, I like for your team. I wouldn't normally like him, but you really need the strikeouts when you're this far behind in pitching. And so I think that's actually a decent pick there. Problem is the ratios, especially what could hurt you. Leclerc is closer. How long? Who knows? Barrios, I like that pick. Nimmo, I like that pick. I'm not a Kyle Harrison believer at all. Just don't think there's enough command and control there. Severino, like that pick. He's looked good in the spring. Fought, obviously, I love that pick. Tyler O'Neill, I think at that point is a pretty decent pick. It's actually a really good pick. There's a lot of upside there if you can stay healthy. Cedric Rafaela, I know there's a lot of helium on him right now, but I'm not a real believer in the skills. Garrett Cole stash. You stash anybody else? I don't think so. So I don't mind that at all. I took Garrett Cole in the 15th round. I kind of regretted it in my main, but Griffin Jacks, you got a temporary closer at least. Frelick, I really like that pick. Waka, I like that pick. Paxton, I like that pick. Rengifo, is he healthy yet, or is he still hurt? But still, that's fine. John Gray, whatever. Trevor McGill, actually, I really like that pick. He's probably going to end up being a closer. Jake Rogers, whatever, second catcher. And I don't like Brian De La Cruz, but again, 30th round, who cares? So overall, in spite of the fact I would not do this strategy necessarily, I think you guys pulled it off fairly well. So, that's if you're going to do that strategy, I think the only thing I might have done differently is instead of taking Snell, I would have taken like David Bednar, so you at least have some like really good saves at the top. Because right now your closers are Leclerc and Griffin Jacks and McGill. Jacks could be the dude for the next couple months, but he also could share the role, or it could just be Brock Stewart. McGill could be the dude, or he could not. And Leclerc, he's got the job right now, but how long? You know, they didn't want to name the closer right away, and now, so is he on the hot seat really quickly? Team 9. Well, let's do Billy. It's not gonna be much of a roast because I really fucking like his team. All right. Billy was, what team was Billy? Billy was like 6. Yeah, 6. Tucker, Harper, fantastic. Skubal, fantastic. Valdez, fantastic. Yamamoto, like, I'm not a big Yamamoto guy, but at that point, like, fine. Yelich, fantastic. Schwarber, I mean, I love Schwarber. You just got to kind of counteract the batting average, and I think you did. Kim, Stott, Castellanos, love, like. I'm not a big Estrada guy. I love Torkelson, though. Cal Raleigh's a fine first catcher if you're going to wait like he did. Lisa Rise, there's your batting average. Yoshida got some batting average. I think Yoshida's really underrated this year, too. Miguel Garcia, love it. Brian Bayo, I like that one. I'm not a big Detmers guy. I'm not a big Kikuchi guy, but I love Canning. I love Brandon Donovan. Again, more batting average to offset the Schwarber. Piamps could be the closer. Finnegan is the closer. So in spite of the fact you did not take a reliever until the 22nd round, you got Piamps, Finnegan, MacArthur, and you can just grind saves on the wire in a 12 especially. Meneses, I think, is kind of underrated. Love Tim Anderson. Nelson Velasquez, I don't know how much I believe in him, but really gave him Gebel. I almost took Caballero instead of taking Terang. I think that's a great pick. And Young Gomes, fine, second catcher, whatever. A great team, Billy. I mean, really, really great team. And then team 9. Freeman, Love. I'm not a big Judge guy. I'm anti-Judge. So George Kirby is who I would have taken had Kirby and Lopez gotten me, just because I have Lopez already and I don't have Kirby anywhere. So I really like that. I thought about taking Robert in the 4th round, but I went closer instead. You got Raciel Iglesias, good pick. Love Cody Bellinger, love Justin Steele, love Bregman, love Bogarts, love Sonny Gray, like Josh Naylor. Kenley's a fine second closer. I'm not a believer in Francisco Alvarez, but he does give you power. Love Jonah Heim, really like Gorman. Not a believer in Javier turning it around. Love the JD Martinez pick. Don't like the Gavin Williams pick. Swinski's fine. Stroman's fine. Kepler's great. Pena is whatever. The problem with Nootbaar is you already stashed Gavin Williams, and then you stashed Nathaniel Lowe, and then you stashed Brian Wu. You're not going to be able to hold all those guys. So unless you get lucky and Nathaniel Lowe comes back quickly, but Nootbaar is going to be out probably close to 2 months. Gavin Williams might be out the entire season, and Wu could be out the entire season. So but you got Ginkle. I love that Ginkle pick, the Paddock pick, McNeil's whatever. Lance Lynn, he probably should have gone somewhere else just because he does, I think, start with the Dodgers. Jose Abreu, that's a really good pick that late. So overall, I like 9. I think maybe the back half of the draft could have made some different decisions. Don't forget to do mine. All right, 12. We'll do 12 and then we'll do mine. All right, so 12. Ohtani, gotta love it. It's a gamble. But it's a good gamble. I mean, I thought about Ohtani at 11, but Carroll was just too good of a team to pass up, or too good of a value to pass up. Alvarez, I'm not an Alvarez guy, but I understand why people are. And in a 12, there's more replacement value if he gets hurt. Gosman is a great pick. I would have thought about Gosman on the wraparound, but I didn't get the opportunity. Abrams, I think, is a little bit overrated this year. I think Helium's gone a little high, but when you need the speed after Ohtani and Alvarez, I think that's actually a pretty decent pairing. Love the Miller Reagan's turn right there. I do not believe in Nolan Jones at all. Ryan Helsey scares me a little bit, but so your first closer, your first closer, yeah, kind of scares me a little bit. Your closer situation scares me a little bit. Helsley, because of the health last year, and then Scott, the control issues earlier this spring, and then all throughout his career. Christian Walker's a great pick. Jackson Trios is just a fun pick, kind of like my Langford pick. I'm not a believer in Riley Green, but he also isn't bad. Love Jake Berger. Love Mitch Garver. Jordan Romano. There you go. I like that's a gamble I like a lot, especially when you've already got Hells and Scott. Because all you need is two of those guys to pan out, and you're okay. Esther Ruiz. I don't like Esther Ruiz, but at this point, like to grab more speed, yeah, that's fine. Hunter Green. I don't like Hunter Green at all. But I understand like it's an upside pick in a 12. So Trevor Story's fine. Mountcastle's fine. Alejandro Kirk you sniped me, so I'm mad about that. But that's okay. Gavin Stone is a really cool, interesting upside pick. Braxton Garrett is a stash, along with you already got Romano as a stash. How many other stashes you take? Any other ones? Oh, okay, you're good. Because both could be back really quick. Love Garrett Whitlock. Love Brandon Lalao that late. Love Luis Heel. Not a big fan of Frankie Montas in Cincinnati. Brett Rooker's fine there. Merrifield's fine there. Moncada, I'm not really a fan of, but that's fine there. And then actually, I like the Schmidt pick here in the last round. So, all right. All right, my team. I started Carroll. I went J Ram. I mean, I love those picks, right? I did not think I didn't even plan for Carroll to be there. The shoulder scares me a little bit, but ultimately it's just too good a value to pass up. Lopez Diaz. I got a top 5 pitcher starter and the top closer in the game. Nola. It was a little bit of a panic pick because I was running out of time. But I still like it a lot, and I think he is underrated. And Logan Gilbert, I love, and I just haven't gotten a lot of. If I was going to do it differently, I might have taken Zach Eflin here. Maybe it's done like Gilbert Eflin or Nola Eflin. But I have a lot of Eflin this year, and I don't have a lot of either Nola or Gilbert, so I wanted kind of a couple shares of them. Paul Goldschmidt, I just felt like he's decent value at that point. If I could do that one over again, I would have taken Suzuki, who went right after. Langford, I just wanted another share of Langford just in case. I probably took him a little bit too early, but I also just wanted to make sure I got him. Volpe, love Volpe this year. Yainer Diaz, I don't have a lot of Yainer Diaz this year, and so I wanted him. Edward Alzolay, yeah, that's, fine second closer. Jaron Duran and Pascantino and Varsho, those are all guys I really love this year. I don't have very much Christopher Sanchez, so it was cool to get him. Willie Adames, I just think he's underrated. Edward Julian, I like that pick. Like I said, Paul and I talked about him, I think, today. And talked about I was kind of big on him early in draft season, didn't end up with him in many places. Quan, I just needed batting average, so I went with Quan. Cutter Crawford, I don't have very many shares. I don't even know if I had any shares of him, so I just want to take a gamble on him a little bit. Jared Jones was a little bit of a panic pick because I got fucking sniped on Kirk and I didn't have a backup. But fuck it, he's in the rotation at least. Love me some Dean Kremer, Shane Langoliers, whatever, second catcher. Will Smith, just kind of adding a third closer, just that for the hell of it. Keith Colt, whatever you want to call him. I like him especially because he's going to become second base eligible at some point. And then if I want, I can drop Bryce Trang, who I got later. But I think Trang's been kind of slept on or overlooked this draft season. Daniel Hudson, just picked him up for the cheap, easy win that I'm going to put into my lineup for this weekend. And then Trevor Rogers, Garrett Crochet, just some high upside arms. Verdugo, hitting in the middle of the Yankees lineup. And then Hoffman, just a closer spec and a guy I can put into my lineup for this weekend for the other guys who might not be pitching. Hate the Ruiz pick, but I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, that at one point, I kind of looked and I was like, is Ruiz actually, like, I thought maybe I just missed him on my sheet. And I was all like, is Ruiz really still around? And I looked over at my computer that I'm doing the draft on, and I was like, oh no, he is still there. So, like, I'm not a Ruiz guy, but one, your team needed the stolen bases. And two, like, it was just a really good value, so I don't mind it at all. But yeah, I'm not a Ruiz guy either. I'm a little more optimistic on my stash guys. Justin is willing to scrape together 2 weeks and still plenty of on the wire drop if I have to. Yeah, and that's like so we go back to team 9. So you took Newt Bar and you took Woo and Gavin Williams. So all of these guys are after the 15th round, so like you can drop them no problem. Like if you need the spot, you can. The hard part becomes if like what always seems to happen, which is like on a Monday after Fab is already run, teams start announcing random injuries, and then all of a sudden you're taking a 0 that week for some reason. Gavin Williams on his way back, isn't he? Yeah, but anytime you got elbow problems, like I just stay away. Like I stay away from most of those guys, unless they're like Garrett Cole and have like elite upside, and you're getting them late. Like I think Team 2 did. Team 2 got Garrett Cole, I think, right? Yeah, Team 2 got Garrett Cole in the 21st round. Like that's an elbow issue. Like, probably won't turn out well, but if it does, you just got like, a first round pitcher in the fucking 21st round. All right. I think that was it for all the people who wanted me to roast their teams, or just talk about their teams. So yeah. Really appreciate you guys all hanging out, and those of you who are in the draft with me, thank you for drafting with me. This was a lot of fun. Or we'll definitely do it again next year. Might even see if they'll do like a Beat Justin Mason like auction for those of you who do auctions. Should be a really fun league, as Scott said. Should be a really fun competitive league. I can't remember how I did in my beat. People beat Justin Mason in the Beat Justin Mason league last year. That is for sure. I just can't remember how I finished. Let's see my historical teams. I can look it up. Baseball. I finished 4th, so right out of the money. So the Beat Justin Mason league. And Scott was in that league. He finished 3rd. See anybody else from that league? No, nobody else returning from that league. So this doesn't look like it. Dun, dun, dun. That was how bad was that team? Let's see. See, and this is the hard part. Is like I look at this team and I go, "Hey, that was a pretty good team. How did I not finish in the money?" And that's the hard part for me. In like, you finished early enough to get a booty call tonight. Quickly. My wife is saying quickly. Is she like telling me to come in, or is she not a chance? There you go. No, you finish quickly. Well, it's a 12-team draft, so it does go a little bit quicker. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. Apparently, I'm not getting a booty call, so I am probably gonna get some work done. Maybe write up some bold predictions or something like that. But I got one more auction coming up on Wednesday. It's my final draft of the year, 8 p.m. Eastern. So definitely check that out when that one comes out. And yeah, that'll be a longer one. That usually takes about 4.5 to 5 hours, but should be on date night apparently. You get a foot rub tonight too. Don't make promises that I'm not going to keep. So I don't know where my wife is right now. She's not. She's definitely watching, but it's like, is she outside? She should come in and say hello if she's around. Um. So yeah, I got my auction on Wednesday, so definitely. Yeah, you should. You should come say hi. Come say hi to everybody. So if you're into watching auctions, definitely. Oh, she's in bed. Good for her. So if you're into watching auctions, come hang out with me while I do my last draft of the year. And make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube, because that really helps me out. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I think I can monetize it and make like 34 cents a month or whatever I would make. So, you know, I doubt that I put out enough YouTube content where that makes any sense. But, you know, give me a, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. So really appreciate everybody coming out. And I will see you guys next time.